Hey guys, Chuke here with Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Wanted to do a little video on the 357 SIG. Now I'm a big fan of it ever since I talked to Carl at Alaska Ammo. He carries a Glock 357 SIG. I think it's the Glock 23. I forgot which model it exactly is, maybe the 32 it's called. But anyways, he carried that and then he showed me the Extreme Defenders that they had in the shop for it. I went and got a box, but this is what blew my mind. You've got 357 SIG, 65 grain Extreme Defenders. This is Underwood ammo, Lehigh defense bullets, and it's going 2,100 feet per second out of a pistol. That's probably out of a 4 or 5 inch barrel. Chuck from Alaska Ballistics is going to test these out with me one of these days, but that blew my mind. I haven't heard of a pistol being that powerful. Now this is a Glock, or that fast. This is a Glock 27, so it's a 40 caliber pistol, but as you can see, it's got a Storm Lake barrel in it, an aftermarket Storm Lake barrel, 357 SIG barrel in there. It's also got upgraded titanium guide rod and a aftermarket spring. The one disappointing thing I had with this barrel and the guide rod and the spring is that it wasn't very reliable with this ammo. It didn't like the Extreme Defender, so I did get some jams, but the range ammo I shot and these Federal HSTs, which is what I carry anyways, were perfectly fine, very reliable. I didn't have a single malfunction. Now these 125 grain Federal HST is going 1,360 feet per second out of the muzzle, and at 50 yards it's still going 1,200 feet per second. Now I had somebody on one of my chats say, oh, that, you know, the plus P plus 9mm stuff is just as good as 357 SIG, and I have to disagree. The plus P 9mm stuff might be as good as some low 357 SIG range ammo, but when you take some really hot 357 SIG stuff, even this HST, there's no comparison to 9mm. Some people claim that it'll burn out barrels faster than other ammo. That might be true, but I'm not shooting tons of rounds through my carry gun. So I wanted to do a little test, so I shot it through some ballistic gel. It was in the evening, and it went right through the ballistic gel, and that was with these Extreme Defenders, and shredded the water bottles, and I couldn't find the bullets anywhere. That went through. Whoa. Okay, let's see if these little bad boys will penetrate a bear head. Frozen. We see nice entrance holes with the 357 SIG. Wow, that's interesting. They're bigger holes than with the 10mm. See about extra holes. Looks like they did go out. And they'd be out. So in there, down, and they all exited. Interesting. Interesting. I also shot it through a half-frozen black bear skull. I'm starting to get back to my old roots of testing ammo on bear skulls, actual bear skulls, and it put big entry holes in the bear skull that were bigger than the 10mm ammo I had shot at it before, which was weird. The velocity was just going so fast, it did these huge holes in the bear skull, and then, you know, it ripped right through them out the back too. So talk about penetration. I think for self-defense, 357 SIG is awesome. There's a lot to be said of how law enforcement, many law enforcement agencies, not many, but there's still a few big agencies around the country that still carry 357 SIG, and you'll read tons of reports that it's not necessarily the speed, but it's the bullet shape mixed with the speed. It just has great stopping power. A lot of dangerous rabid dogs. There's different sheriffs that have been able to put them down with 357 SIG, and they're very happy with its performance. Also, there's been some reports of law enforcement shooting through car doors, and 357 SIG, in their opinion, has done better than a lot of other rounds or calibers, you might say. But let me know what you think. I'm pretty much very sold on the 357 SIG. I think it's a wonderful round. It's got this bottlenosed, bottlenecked shape to the cartridge, to the brass there, and that helps with feeding. So you've got a Glock that's already pretty reliable, and then you put this shape into it. It's going to be very reliable, and especially with a stock gun. This was an aftermarket barrel, that's why I had some problems. But I just think you can't go wrong with 357 SIG. I'm a little sad that it didn't catch on, but I don't think it's completely died out, because all the ammo shops I shop at get 357 SIG in regularly. So let me know what you guys think. I think it's a great option, and it's a great round. I am planning on getting a Glock 32 at some point, and my long range goal is to get a USP compact in 357 SIG. That's a HK pistol. They're like $800, $900, but I am going to get one. I just don't know when. So let me know what you guys think about 357 SIG. Please like and subscribe and help me out on Patreon. The link is below. Thanks, guys. Chuke, your friend in the field.
Outdoor adventure.